Brittany. It has been 10 years since you and I started our relationship, and that is 10 years for you to really make sure you want to stick it out with this guy. The fact that you do, and the fact that we are standing here today, truly has me feeling like the luckiest guy in the world. I'm not sure if you realized it at the time, but when we first started dating, I was completely hooked right from the start. My feelings had progressed so quickly from that initial excitement into that almost indescribable sense of euphoria. I think old people call it young love. At the time, I could not imagine how it could get any better, and yet it has. That spark of love has grown into something so special over the last decade, a connection strengthened through big changes, thrilling successes, and some painful struggles. We supported each other in our burgeoning careers, made a home for ourselves in a bustling city with countless difficult decisions made along the way. None of it would have been possible without your encouragement, your conviction, your belief in what we have, and your very timely reminders of when I'm being a total doofus. You started as someone who I thought was really cute, and became someone I wanted to spend the rest of my life with, and you'll always be really cute. I promise to give you back rubs at the end of each day, even though we both know I am absolutely terrible at it. I promise to continue giving you ridiculous nicknames that no one understands and that I barely understand myself. I promise to admire and compliment your memory, which is, yes, extremely good, and yes, no matter how hard I try, significantly better than mine. I promise to immediately spring into action no matter what I may be in the middle of at the first sign of danger to catch and remove any and all bugs, critters, or other nefarious wrongdoers of the insect world. But more importantly, I promise to support your hopes and dreams as my own. I promise to stand by you and fight for you through the most difficult times. And I promise to love you with everything that I have. I love you, Britt.
Jake, a lot of people don't remember the first time they met, but I'll never forget meeting you, even though it was just outside the Chapman cafeteria in passing. It wasn't really a big moment, and neither of us thought twice about it at the time, but we both remember it so distinctly. It was such a small moment that had a momentous impact on our lives. So I guess it was a good thing that we were both hungry at the same time. Since we were friends first, we built a foundation of trust and ease, and I'm so thankful for that. But like any typical college couple, we still had to play it cool when we started dating, which meant texts took a couple hours to send each way. So making plans took almost an entire day, which anyone that knows me, which is most people here, the type A planner in me wanted to die. But you know I love you because I let you do that anyway. That's the chillest I've ever been. Okay, the laughter's a little too loud. I don't know who's back there, but I'm gonna find out. After one of our first dates, we were lounging on a hammock in my backyard, and you were talking to me about your family with a gigantic smile. You completely lit up when you were talking about them, and I saw how deeply you love. That's when I knew that I was falling in love with you, and I was in big trouble. Thank you for letting me be my authentic self, making me laugh even during the hardest times. Thank you for supporting my dreams, challenging me, and dancing in the kitchen with me. You make me happier than I ever thought possible. I promise to be your biggest supporter, your shoulder to lean on when things get hard or when the Warriors lose. I promise to let you listen to your metal music in the car, only once in a while. I promise to be your rock, to find ice cream when things are difficult, the good kind, and to continue making up silly little songs that only make sense to us. I promise to travel the world with you and to always keep eating delicious food with you. Most of all, I promise to choose you today and every day. Everyone has been asking me if I'm nervous to get married, but the truth is that I never have been because I never doubted us. I know that after 10 years, a pandemic, planning this wedding 3 times, we can tackle anything that comes our way. You're my best friend, the love of my life, and I'm so happy to finally be your wife. I love you.
Brittany and Jake have made their vows to each other, and I'm elated to announce them husband and wife. You may kiss.
And I'd like to say their relationship has blossomed and grown, and I'm sure in many ways it has, but this passion for each other, the best friendship they have with each other, and the way they look at each other was there from the very beginning. My younger single self could not have asked for a better model of a relationship to look up to these years. But I always knew that the day I had what they had, and I felt what they felt, I would have found my person.
One of Brittany's most admirable qualities is how supportive she is towards everyone around her, a quality that she shares with Jake. They've certainly lifted me up so much, especially in this last year. I'm really lucky to have a best friend like Brittany, and I'm even luckier to say that Jake is also one of my best friends. Jake and Brittany complement each other perfectly, and they're two of the most supportive people I know, the most fun people I know, two of the only people I know that I can bring in any situation and know that they're just gonna be a good time. And I love you guys so much. I'm so happy we're all here to celebrate you two finally. To Jake and Brittany.
I could not ask for a better brother-in-law. This guy, as all of you know, one of the most caring, most wonderful people, thoughtful, amazing, just a beautiful person. So I'm so ecstatic to be a part of his family. I love you both more than words. Raise your glass one more time. Cheers to the bride and groom, who I love with all my heart.
Brittany and Jake share genuine compassion for others. When I met Brittany the first few times, it struck me how much she notices and remembers what really matters to people. For supporting each other and supporting others, for empathy and generosity, Jake and Brittany are an awesome team. My hope for them is the same that Jake and I had together as brothers, a wonderful, loving family. I would not trade it for anything, but I'm delighted to add Brittany to this list because she's only going to make it better. And so, to them, to us, to family, we're all in it together. Cheers.